A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Hit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Now think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's White. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Using his legs, it's White. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's White. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's gone. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting the run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
takes the handoff. It's Lacy. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's White. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the ground, it's White. Spins away from the defender. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. The give on the option. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt. Once he got some room, it was over.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Oakland. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are...
He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Right down the boulevard. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give them some space. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Catch in the middle, it's Holmes. Smashes ahead. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Hit right back to the line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Right on target this time. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clay. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Goff. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This offense tried to go right back to the well, or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack, way to respond.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's caught downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. It's a seam wide open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 42-28.
So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off. And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And they'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's White. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's White. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's got it at the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
42 Spider.
To the air, it's Holstein. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Alabama took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Mobile. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Oh, they're after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pressure coming. This time on target. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some
Lots of running room. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Yeah, it's It's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After run, now throw. Unloads to the wideout. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw at Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
Looking for a gap. It's Clay. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Runs for the tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the ground. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not getting...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Number 21.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.